Like and subscribe on the way in the door, my people. I hope you all are having a truly fantastic day today on this Monday. You see the title of the video. So I must say I'm kind of perplexed at just people who seem to go back and forth with their opinions about LeBron James' GOAT status. It just really, it's perplexing to me. It's almost as if I feel like a lot of these people, especially because, you know, if you're in that circle of people, if you're an NBA player or surrounded by the NBA media, ESPN and different, it almost seems as if the pressure eventually gets to you to try to say something nice about LeBron James or to try to somehow prop him up more than he should be. So on that note, Paul Pierce recently said on Undisputed that if LeBron James won a championship this year, he would be the GOAT. And I'm trying to figure out how. But first, let's read this article. This is from fadeawayworld.net. It says, Paul Pierce's recent assertion on Undisputed that LeBron James will become the undisputed greatest of all time if the Lakers were to win the championship this year has sparked considerable debate and speculation within the basketball community. If the Lakers get to the finals and they happen to win a championship this year, LeBron James will be the undisputed GOAT. Who's ever come from a 9 seed to win a championship? Who's even come from a 7, 8, or 6 seed to win it all? That's probably happened maybe once. It goes on to say, Paul Pierce's argument hinges on the unprecedented nature of such an accomplishment. Historically, no team has ever won an NBA championship starting from the 6th seed or lower. While lower seeded teams have occasionally made deep playoff runs, none have managed to secure the title. So let's hopefully keep this video short. First of all, let me start off by saying this. Why does LeBron James always find himself in such terrible situations? How about we start off with that? And just based on that alone, how could he be the GOAT? If you keep finding yourself in terrible situations, despite having more control over your career than any other NBA player. Remember this, fanboys. Remember this when you are talking about whatever things you think he's great at. When people bring up his failures, remember this. He's had more control than any other player. When you want to bring up, oh, he hadn't had a great team or great coaches or any of that stuff, remember, he has had more control than any other NBA player over his own career. So, yeah, like I said, just based on the fact that he keeps finding himself in these positions, like being down 3-1 in 2016. You know, again, Michael Jordan, 6 championships in 6 finals appearances, and 5 out of those 6 seasons, the Bulls won 60-plus games. And we're talking about role players. People keep talking about this Lakers team is trash. No, this Lakers team is trash when LeBron James is playing with them. And fanboys, no one cares about his 9 out of 10 3-pointers he has. No one cares. Don't even bring it up. No one cares because no one ever said LeBron James is not capable of greatness. What we say is he's the most inconsistent superstar we've ever had. So let's say he wins this championship. Let's say hell freezes over and he somehow wins the championship this season. Well, again, to me, this will play right along into his inconsistency as a superstar. When Michael Jordan started winning, he consistently won over and over again. Once he started winning, he pretty much didn't stop until he retired from the Chicago Bulls. That is consistency as a superstar. That is saying, hey, I overcame all the obstacles I needed to overcome. I understand what it takes to win now, and now that I understand it, I'm doing it over and over and over again until I retire. Again, but with the exception of Bill Russell, no other superstar can have that kind of claim. No other superstar who led his team to championships. Again, fanboys, don't bring up Robert Horry and stuff like that. Let's not be ridiculous. No other superstar who has led his team to championships can have that claim that, hey, we overcame the obstacles, and once we got to the mountaintop, once we understood how to win, we never didn't win again. We had a three-peat, retired, came back in another three-peat. Again, that is consistency in winning. If LeBron James somehow, some way won a championship this year, that wouldn't mean a thing to me. That would just be, again, showing how inconsistent his career has been. And so the other thing is, like, I'm starting to suspect that maybe the media push a lot of these narratives about, LeBron not having great teammates and all this, not having great coaches. I'm starting to suspect that the media pushes these narratives simply so that if LeBron James wins, they can act like he won through the most adverse conditions. Oh, wow, look at LeBron James. He didn't even have a great team, and see, he somehow pulled it off. Because they try to act like everything that LeBron James accomplished is just the most impressive thing that we have ever seen in basketball. Someone help me help me understand, what has he done that's been more impressive than anything anyone else has done. Matter of fact, I argue that it's been less impressive because of how he's done it. I don't care what anybody says. Like, I'm never gonna give him full credit for any of the championships he has. He just can't get that from me. Like, you don't get the full credit when you form super teams, and when constantly you're trying to make it seem like you just have the worst circumstances to deal with of any other superstar in the history of the game. Like, I'm sorry. But anyway, like I said, I'm not sure what's going on with a lot of these superstars or former superstars, former NBA players who, no matter how real they seem to keep it, it seems like it comes to a point where they feel pressure to try to put LeBron in the GOAT conversation some way, somehow. And the latest is with this Paul Pierce thing. Like I said, I'm not sure what Paul Pierce is coming from with this whole thing. It's like, if LeBron happens to win, he still can't erase the worst stuff on his resume, which to me forever knocks him out of the GOAT conversation. He can't go back to the beginning of his career and decide not to flop. So yeah, but anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do any of you agree with Paul Pierce? Do any of you think that if LeBron James somehow pulls off a championship, that he will be the GOAT, or that he should have a legitimate conversation to beat the GOAT? Let me know what you guys think. You all have a truly fantastic day, and I'll see you next time. All right.